So if you've been thinking about going on a solo cruise, I just went on my first one, got back about 5 days ago, and some of the things that I was nervous about didn't end up being as bad as I thought. The first thing was I was worried about eating alone, and partially just eating alone, and partially the fact that I didn't also want to eat with strangers at the same time. So I didn't end up going to the main dining room. I was on the Norwegian Prima, so they had a couple other options. But what I've been told is in the main dining room, you can definitely sit alone, or sometimes they have a group of solo travelers dining. But essentially, anywhere you go, you can sit alone or you can sit with people. It's not weird to sit alone. The staff sees many people alone. I saw many of people also alone. Literally, the first night I went and sat at a specialty restaurant by myself, there was another woman that came in like 5 minutes later that was alone. So nobody really thinks it's weird. And honestly, even when you go with people, sometimes you end up just hanging out by yourself. I know I've sat at a bar by myself, even when I traveled with my family. And there was many times where, say I was talking to some woman in the pool and her husband was somewhere else, and then later on he would show up. Or you'd see someone out tanning and then someone else they were traveling with would walk by. It's just not weird to be alone on a cruise, and that's why I chose it, because you can easily blend in. That was definitely the thing I was nervous about most. The other thing was just kind of being lonely. What if I did want to talk to someone? The thing is on a cruise is there's always someone to talk to. And the other good thing about it is you see the same people over and over again. Well, depending on how big the cruise ship is. But either way, you're bound to at least see one person again. And so you can kind of develop relationships. And same goes for the staff. You can kind of develop a relationship with the staff member, maybe one particular bar you really like, and you can get to know that person. I also think that cruises are one of the safest things you can do alone, which is another reason I chose it. There's lots of security getting on and off the ship. There's cameras everywhere. There's staff members everywhere. There's people everywhere. Very rarely are you like fully alone, and that's like maybe in the elevator, which is like 2 seconds, or in your room. Obviously, be aware of your surroundings. I think the most dangerous part of it would be getting off the ship. Now, I'd recommend going on shore excursions so that they're kind of everything's lined up for you and you're with other people, because some of the islands can be a little dangerous. So definitely be aware. Be mindful of your drinks and your belongings and things like that. But in general, I felt really safe on the cruise. Like almost never did I feel uncomfortable. The best part about being alone on a cruise is you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. And lastly, if you do feel a little awkward the first day or two, that's totally normal. I did, but after like day 2, it was totally normal for me.